Hello everyone, this guide is for those of you who are paying for additional retainers. The thing is, some people don't know that the additional retainers are account-wide, which means any new characters you make will have access to all the retainers you are already paying for. So it's a great idea to make alts to have more retainers and actively doing more ventures. Basically, since you are already paying money, best to get more bang for your buck. In this guide, I'm gonna go through the quickest way to get the retainers going. Alright, so the first step is to get to level 17 story quest after you do the first 3 dungeons, and you get a notification in game that you can unlock retainers now. Or if you have access to the story skip, you can use that as well. I have a Stormblood story skip, that's what I'm gonna use. I recommend at least the Realm Reborn skip. So I use the Stormblood skip just to make things quicker, but if you want you can just do the story yourself if you have the time. I just wanna show the quickest route possible. So once you do that, you can now unlock retainers basically. Let's go. Okay, all retainers are made, and the next step is to unlock retainer ventures. For this quest, you can find it in any of the cities. For Limsa Lumensa, it's right here. And you need to be level 17 and have unlocked your retainers. So, let's do this. Once the quest is done, you get 6 ventures. But obviously, I have 10 retainers, so 6 is not enough. I need to get more ventures. But before we worry about the ventures, let's decide our classes for the retainers. So I have 10 retainers. What I recommend is 4 battle jobs if you have 10. I'm gonna tell you what you should do if you have less. So 4 battle jobs, 3 miners and 3 botanists is my plan. But if you have only 2 additional retainers, make 2 battle, 1 miner, 1 botanist. The thing is, battle retainers are more important because hunting materials are harder to get than gathering materials. At the end of the day, gathering materials you can always go get it yourself easily. But hunting materials are way more inconvenient and time consuming. So having extra battle retainers is the best way to go. Your priority should be battle retainers and then miner and botanist. Miner and botanist are equally good. It depends what you are doing at the end. But balance it out between them. If you have 4 retainers, make 2 battle, 1 miner, 1 botanist. If you have 5, do 2 miners instead. Usually the miners are more needed. It's more materials involved in the recipes overall, in my opinion. If you have 6, then you do 3 battle, 2 miner. Yeah, that's 5. Yeah, and then 1 botanist. And if you have 7, then you can do 3 battle, 2 miner, 2 botanist, and so on. Just focus on having 1 extra battle at all times if you are doing more retainers. In this case right now, I'm going with 4 battle, 3 miner, 3 botanist. If I didn't have the 10th retainer from the companion app, I would have gone with 1 less botanist. I would have gone the same way. 4 battle, 3 miner, but 2 botanists instead of 3. So, because from experience, I think I always end up needing more miner materials than botanist. And Fisher, as for Fisher, let's talk about Fisher. It's only good at beginning of expansions. After that, it's really not that great. I really don't recommend Fisher Retainer at all. It's never been good long term. It's always good for a short period of time when new expansions come out and new fish for new recipes. But other than that, it's not really that great. So I don't know. I don't like the Fisher Retainer. I still have it on my main just for convenience sometimes. Sometimes I suddenly need a fish for some food or something. Like for example, for the chili crabs in Shadowbringers, when in 6.3 we got a new crafter food that was the best. It needed blue crabs. Well, when the food first came out, retainers couldn't get the blue crab, but in 6.4 they let the retainers get it. Then I found it useful then as well. But yeah, it's just short periods, niche times for Fisher, so I'm not gonna get it on this new character. I'm just going with 4 battle, 3 miner, 3 botanist. As for which battle job you're gonna do, the thing is, if you're level 10 white mage, your retainer cannot get to level 11. So a retainer cannot over level you. So it's a good idea to make the retainers the battle jobs you're gonna level next expansion. Don't make it something you're not gonna level, otherwise your retainers cannot gain XP. So, for example, I'm always Scholar main. I always make my Scholar, on my main character, it's always Scholar. And on this character's case, it's gonna be Sage at level 70. So I'm gonna make it Conjurer, and once it hit 70 Conjurer, I'm gonna make it to Sage. So, assign retainer class. I'm gonna tell you how to change to the job when we get to 70, but for now, let's just assign to Conjurer. Oh yeah, and you cannot assign the retainer to a class you haven't even unlocked. So the next step is I need to unlock Miner and Botanist as well, in order to make the retainers Miner and Botanist. For now, let's assign Serena to Conjurer, and we can give her a level 1 weapon. And the thing is as well, let me mention this right away. You see this? This is all the gear you need until level 90. You do not need to give the retainer any gear at all until max level. The way we're gonna level is gonna be very quick, and you don't even need to give them any gear, aside from the level 1 cane. What you do first is assign to Hunting Venture. Either the 18-hour venture if you're not gonna play the game and you're gonna sign off, then do the 18-hour until level 10. Only do this until level 10, or do the hunting until level 10. I only have 6 ventures, but I'm gonna get this retainer started. I'm gonna send it to Animal Skin to get experience. Each of them take 1 hour, and if they have higher stat, it may take less time. So that's all the gear they need until level 90. The idea is to level them to level 10 with hunting or the 18-hour venture. And once you hit level 10, you can get quick ventures. You unlock quick ventures. Quick ventures are the best way to level up retainers. And it's also the best way to gain venture tokens later on, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. And to get the level 1 cane, you just go to any of the battle weapon vendors in the cities. For Limsa, it's across of here. They sell all the level 1, so don't buy it on the market board and get ripped off. That's Disciple of War or Magic Arms, level 1 to 9, and you find all the level 1s here for the physical jobs, and the same for magical. And there is the same thing for crafters and gatherers. There is a fieldcraft supplier, Disciple of the Land Tools, 1 to 9. There they are. So don't buy it on the market. Or actually, you can abuse this as well. If you buy them and put them up on the market board. I used to do this. I used to buy these, put it up on the market board for 10k each, and it would sell. People actually buy it on the market board instead of going and get it from the vendor for only 70 gil. You see? Someone's already doing it aside of me. What the heck? Okay, let's try it. We're not gonna undercut them, we're just gonna match price. Not the cane. the minor one. There you go. The first step to unlocking the Grand Company Expert Deliveries, so we can hand in gear we get from dungeons and get the Grand Company seals. And we can trade the Grand Company seals to ventures. The first step towards getting that rank so we can hand in is to do your Grand Company hunting log, starting with rank 1. So that's the next thing I'm gonna be doing, is cleaning up the entire rank 1. And then we will ask for promotion. First, I'm gonna clean all these and I'll be back. Alright, so I managed to get some Grand Company seals. I've got almost 7k. What I did was the Grand Company hunting log, as I mentioned I will do. Now I have done rank 1. And I also did leveling roulette, which gives a bit of seals actually. And Guild Haze roulette also gives a very little bit. You can also do supply and provision missions to get some seals for crafting and gathering. At earlier levels of the crafter and gatherer classes, they don't give a lot. But as you level up more, they give a lot more seals. Right now it's not many, but I'm doing it anyway. That extra helps. Oh yeah, plus the challenge log seals. If you go to the challenge log, then Grand Company, you can see you can get 1000 by handing in HQ and 10 NQ. 5 HQ and 10 NQ. Actually, they changed it. It used to be HQ and NQ. Now it's just 5 and 10 normal deliveries. Doesn't matter. So you can get 2k easy seals a week that way as well. That's 1k done. So the more you level up your crafters and gatherers, the more seals you get. Also, it's a very good way to level crafters and gatherers anyway, doing the supply and provision missions, so you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So now we have 1k, we can ask for promotion. Apply for promotion. Yes. Keep doing it for as long as you can. Now I need 4k, so I need some more seals. Once the leveling roulette resets, or if you're in a true hurry, you can, even if you already got the daily reward for the leveling roulette, you can still keep doing it. You'll still get 1680 seals, if you're in a true hurry, let's say. But I'm not in a hurry and reset is in 4 hours. So I can do it. Besides, I can work on unlocking more crafter classes and doing more of these as well. And I can get 1k more. Yeah. Before we unlock Expert Deliveries to get more venture tokens, there's other ways to get venture tokens, and that is the Exile dailies. So just unlock the Exile beast tribe and you can get ventures that way, or any other beast tribe if you have access to them, really. Like almost all of the beast tribes have a way to get you venture tokens. You get tokens daily that you can trade for them. In the case of Exile, you get it instantly after completing the quests, and depending on your rank from the Exile, you can get up to 12 ventures a day. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is right now 15 minutes before reset. I can get 4 right now, and after reset I can get even more. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Alright, so after completing Exile for today, I am at 9 venture tokens. At the beginning it's so tight to get venture tokens, but you have to hang on. So my first retainer already completed 2 ventures. These 9 I have, I'm just gonna send the other 9 with it. And yeah, I'm just going to do shards until level 10. Shards or whatever else that will give more XP later. Oh, I didn't equip the main tool. So yeah, we'll do this first, and then we'll do more Exile after reset, get more tokens, while at the same time working on getting Grand Company seals and ranking up, so we can do Expert Deliveries. And after Expert Deliveries are unlocked, things will get easier, you will see. Alright, so I got the other challenge log with the 1000 Grand Company seals. So I'm at 4k, now I can apply for promotion again. Yes, please. Alright. Serpent Corporal, and I think I have Hunting Log again? No, wow. So many rank ups you gotta go through, it's insane. Alright, so I just have to get more seals with Fates, Supply and Provision, Roulettes, and all. Gotta mix everything to get these Grand Company seals. Alright, what's the next promotion needed? How many? 5k? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, it's really tedious at the beginning to get ranked up. I wish the story skip would have skipped this as well, but oh well. It's okay, we'll get through it. So yeah, to get the 5k, I'm gonna go do Fates, Roulettes, and then once Grand Company Supply and Provision missions reset tonight, I can get more. So since the higher level you are, the more Grand Company seals you get from Supply and Provision mission. I've also done a trick, and that is ocean fishing. So with ocean fishing, in 2 trips I got to level 35, which means the next Grand Company daily for Fisher will give at least 600 or 700, depending on if I get a star or not. So once reset happened tonight, since my Fisher is higher level, I will get a lot of seals. That's something you can do if you don't have Crafters and Gatherers leveled. I'm gonna do the same thing for other Crafters and Gatherers. I'm gonna try to get some more leveling in. This way my next Supply and Provision missions will be higher amount of seals. So this way we can apply for promotion faster and unlock Expert Delivery faster. So if you're in a hurry, you can do this as well. Another decent way to farm Grand Company seals is Grand Company Leaf Quest here in Eastern Thanalan, Drybone. The Leaf Quest we are looking for are called Heart of Flame and Burning Reason. Yeah, Burning Reason, which is level 20. Both of them spawn this time. The Leaf Quests rotate. Sometimes they don't spawn. But you can just do another leaf and make them respawn. Anyway, let's accept them and I can show you. These are even faster if you are level 50 and above. But even me at level 44 with under-equipped weapon, even now it's still really decent. So thanks to SchlinkX in the Twitch chat for providing this way as well. It's quite decent, honestly. At least until we unlock the next rank of the Grand Company hunting logs, which is rank 2. At least until then, it's really decent. If the leveling roulette didn't give you enough, then you just need a few of these. You don't need to do that many. Because the leveling roulette, when it's adventurer in need, gives you a lot. So I recommend making your alt healer or tank, because adventurer in need is mostly healer and tank. This way you can abuse that to get extra Grand Company seals as well. But if you are cut short, then you can do this as well. It's just quite quick. You just defeat this enemy, ignore the ads, and there you go. Alright, let's do the other one too. The other one is pretty much the same thing. It's just that the one is level 20 and the other is 25. You can pretty much one-shot this enemy if you're higher level than me. For this ult, I didn't use the level skip because I have the road to 80, so leveling is quick anyway, so it would be a waste. But if you are higher level, yeah, it's way faster. Just like that, we got almost 400 seals, right? Yeah. And if the Burning Reason and Heart of Flame didn't spawn, you just pick whichever one is fastest for you. Just try the different leaves and see whichever is the fastest and do that one to respawn Heart of Flame and Burning Reason, if you didn't get enough seals yet. Alright, so I'm ready to hand in my Grand Company dailies, and that should hopefully get me to 5k. I would have been at 5k if I had gotten my Adventurer in Need from Roulette yesterday, but it's fine. I'm handing in HQ, as you can see. Handing in HQ gives you double the amount of seals as well as the XP. So that's a lot of seals already. Leveling as well at the same time. Now the Fisher is higher level, so it gives me a lot of seals. Unfortunately, it was not starred. If it had been starred, I would have gotten over 700 seals, but hopefully tonight it will be star. Okay, and now I can ask for promotion. That's another rank. Third class. And we got the rank 2 of the hunting logs now. So the next step is doing the hunting log again, rank 2, and then apply for promotion again when we have enough seals. But keep doing your exile beast tribes and sending your retainers to venture with the venture tokens you get from there meanwhile, while you are working on the ranking up the Grand Company. Okay, so I just finished the rank 2 hunting log. Now we can apply for promotion again. Damn, that only got me 9k and next one cost 6k. Second class. And now we have Expert Deliveries, yes. Alright, so now we can do Expert Delivery missions. So we can hand all these in and get seals. And now at this point you can solo dungeons to get gear to hand in for seals. If you are level 70, I recommend Somal, the level 51 dungeon. And if you're level 80, I recommend the level 63 dungeon, Shisui of the Great Tides. So, level 70, you solo this one, Somal, this one right here, level 53. And if you're level 80, and geared level 80 as well, you can easily solo Shisui of the Violet Tides, and this will give you a lot of gear and a lot of seals. The reason are you get more equipment drops in from these dungeons, so you get more seals. My levels are not there yet, but what I can do is also quick synth stuff. I also had a different video for farming Grand Company seals. I will link that in the video description as well. So you can do that method as well if you have a goldsmith at level 50 and unlocked master recipe 2. I'll put that link in the video's description. So quick synthing those level 50 platinum accessories that I showed in that video is a good option if you're not high enough level for the dungeon to solo it. Also, when we unlock quick ventures on the retainers, quick ventures bring back those gear that you can hand in for expert deliveries and making Grand Company seals. It's gonna be a bit slower until level 50. We're gonna make some venture tokens back up to level 50, doing quick ventures. But after that, we're gonna get even more quick ventures. For example, if you're doing 10 quick ventures at level 50 with all your 10 retainers, you get at least enough seals back, enough gear back that you can hand in with for getting seals and buying venture tokens. So that way the retainers are paying for themselves after level 50. And once you get to level 60, and then you will start to even make plus in venture tokens. You will end up with more venture tokens than you spend, and so on. At level 90, it's gonna be insane. You're gonna be in so much venture tokens that you can start even spending Grand Company seals on other stuff if you want, if you're not doing other regular ventures for materials. But I'm gonna show it to you in this guide as well, so stay tuned. Alright, so it's the next day for the Grand Company dailies, and I accidentally forgot to even unlock Alchemist, so Alchemist is still not here. Don't do that mistake like I did. But these should give a lot of seals right here. And levels too. We still wanna apply for promotion and get to the second max Grand Company rank at least. This way we can unlock squadrons, and from squadrons we can get buffs that increases the amount of Grand Company seals we receive. So it's a good idea to have those buffs, so when we fill out our armory chest with green gear from the quick ventures, we pop one of those buffs and then hand stuff in for extra seal gain. And that means extra venture tokens as well. So it's a very good idea to not sleep on squadrons. Squadrons are really important as a crafter. I can craft another one, it's fine. I was actually using those pants, but it's fine, I'll just craft another one. And the map gatherer ones as well. That's a lot of seals today actually, very good. $897 from the Fisher one, since it was a level 54 hand in. Still didn't get lucky to get a star on Fisher, so we could have gotten more. 12k seals, alright. Apply for promotion. Apply for promotion. No. Now we have to do a quest, I think. And the quest is this one. We will have to do one of the dungeons. Smell Darkhold. That's the dungeon we have to do. So just complete this quest, and then once you have enough seals, you can apply for promotion again. I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back. Alright, so it's the next day. Finished all the Grand Company dailies. Oh, Fisher giving 1k at non-star even. Okay. And I also did the quest for Smell Darkhold. Now I can apply for promotion. Oh, right, I need to finish the quest for the Darkhold. Yeah. Now we can apply for promotion. Yes. And now the next thing will be another quest, which will be not that one. Oh, you can also do this for some seals, by the way. I forgot about this. Just a quick quest to unlock PvP and you get some seals. Very easy quest. Yeah, this one. Gilding the Bilious. This is for Autumn Vale. So once we finish this quest and apply for another promotion, we will unlock squadrons. Alright, as soon as your retainer get to level 10, we can start with quick ventures. and the game also tells you about it. So this is gonna be the gear for the retainer, as I mentioned before. That's it. This is all the gear that's gonna be until level 90. So yeah, you just spam quick venture all the way, and you can even get rare stuff that costs a lot of gil that you can sell for a lot of gil, like the moonlight glam for female characters and stuff like that. So you can even make gil along the way if you get lucky. Even with non-gear, you still get the same amount of XP, and you can even get lucky and get something good. So now I'm gonna spam quick venture, and in the process I'm also gonna make back some of my ventures. So if you're doing quick ventures, how many ventures do I have in my bag? 120, right? So in combination of doing quick venture and doing my Grand Company dailies and doing a dungeon here and there to hand in the expert deliveries, basically I'm never gonna run out of ventures, even when running 10 retainers. So the idea is that the retainers pay for themselves with quick ventures. And now I'm at 120. Once I hand in my gear, once I run out of ventures, I'm gonna see how many I'll get. How many ventures I'll get. Alright, so I got most of these gear from the quick ventures themselves. So by handing them in, I'm getting more ventures in the process. Each venture token costs 200, so some of these giving back at least one. We are still low level, so we're only getting the low level gear that we can hand in, so it's not a lot of seals that we can get right now. But if you combine this with duty roulette gear and getting seals from Grand Company supply and provision missions, you will be just fine. But for now, it's gonna sustain us anyway. We won't be making much venture token profit right now, but it will sustain us at least. Alright, just for the sake of the video, we're gonna do a little experiment. We're level 18 and 17 retainers, once I complete the ones that are back. And we have 218 venture tokens. I'm not gonna do duty roulette. I've handed everything in that I had and got me these venture tokens. I'm not doing any more roulettes and stuff until I spend these tokens. Let's see how much venture tokens we made back by spending all of them on quick venture at level 17. And then once we get to level 50, we will do the same experiment basically and compare it to now, and then we will do it again at level 80, just to give you a perspective of how things work, and just as a fun little experiment. So I'm just gonna keep spamming quick venture until I run out, and then whatever gear I get from the quick ventures themselves, we're gonna hand in and see how many venture tokens that actually gets us. Alright, so I spent all of those 218 venture tokens, and now I'm out of it. And I don't even have seals, but I'm gonna hand in all of the stuff I got from the quick ventures themselves and see how many I can get back. So I'm gonna start handing in here. The FC is low level still, so I can't get the FC buff that increases the amount of seals you get. But if you have access to that buff, which is called Seal Sweetener, which increases your seal gain, I highly recommend it, but I don't have it at the moment. So even without that, let's see how many I can get back. Gonna hand in and I'll be back. Alright, I handed everything in and I got 18,000 seals, which is 90 ventures, I think? Yes, 90 ventures. So we had 218 and we got enough back for 90. So a bit less than half right now. So we're not really making that many ventures back with just quick ventures just yet, as you can see. So it's not really that great just now, so you have to do a bit of soloing dungeons, doing Grand Company supply and provision missions, or quick synth stuff that you can hand in for expert deliveries. Just mix up with it for now until your retainers are higher level. This way you will get more ventures back. I'm gonna do the same experiment again at level 50 once my retainers reach level 50. and we will see how that goes. Hopefully we will get back many more ventures instead of just 90, and you will see that. Alrighty, I just hit level 50 on all retainers, and I have 500 venture tokens. Handed in all the gear I had as Expert Deliveries. So we're doing the same experiment as before. Let's see how much spending these venture tokens will get us, and how many venture tokens we get back by spending these 500 on quick ventures. So let's see how many levels we get out of it and how many venture tokens we get back out of it at level 50. So I'll see you when I spend all the 500. Alright, so I spent all of the ventures, the 500 ventures, and that got me to level 58. And now I'm gonna go and hand in everything I got from it and see how many ventures I can buy with that. And now that the FC has ranked up and I can use FC actions, I will pop Seal Sweetener, which increases my seal gain by 5% from everything that I hand in. Alright, so I handed in everything and made back 428 ventures. So we made back almost what we had. We had 500 ventures, we were level 50, we spent all the 500, and now after handing in everything that I got from those 500 ventures, I got 428 ventures back. So as you can see, it's starting to get to the point that the retainers pay for themselves by doing quick ventures already at level 50. We'll be doing this again at level 70. Alrighty, we just hit level 70 on all retainers. And yeah, look at the gear. Still no gear. Because we don't need to until 90. And now it's time to make them Sage, because Sage starts at level 70. So if your main was Red Mage, for example, Red Mage starts at level 50. Then you would do this at level 50, not 70. If you are Gunbreaker, Gunbreaker starts at 60, and so on. So depending on the job, you do it then. If you wanted White Mage, you could already do it at level 30. But I waited until 70 because I'm Sage main on this character. And now what you do is come to the Retainer Vocate at the City States and inquire about retainer jobs. Purchase a copy of Modern Vocation, which costs 40 venture tokens. Okay, in the case of Sage, because Sage starts at level 70, the minimum level of weapon we can get is this one, which you can buy from the arms merchant in the Crystarium for 39k. However, be sure to check the market board for the same weapon. It's usually way cheaper. Alternatively, you can use Poetics to get this one, the augmented Scavian Magitech wings in the Ralgar's Reach, using your Poetics. Or you can just craft this weapon as a goldsmith. If you bring the materials, this is the best option, in case you are on Sage. On Reaper, same thing, you can buy it here or the market board, or craft it, same thing. But if it's lower level classes, there is lower level of weapons available as well. If we were White Mates, for example, you wouldn't even need to upgrade. You can just get a level 1 from the vendor, as I showed in the beginning of the video. If you're any of the jobs that start at level 1, that their class is level 1, for example, Black Mage would just need level 1 Thamutar's arm anyway, so you wouldn't even need to change the weapon. The only reason I'm getting level 70 is because there is no level 1 version. Alternatively, you can use your Poetics to get level 70 gear, or level 80 for that matter. Rowena's representative in Kugane goes up to level 70. I think you need to have completed Stormblood main scenario for this NPC to be here. Anyway, you talk to them and I level 400 poetics gear, and there you can find the sage weapon level 70, which costs 600 poetics. You can also use silver chocobo feathers to get it from the calamity salvager as well. If you have silver chocobo feathers, you can get this weapon with that as well. It costs 5, I think. Calamity salvagers are in every city as well. But yeah, same for like Reaper if you want it. Okay, so now we have the item required to assign the job. We got it from the retainer vocade, which was 40 venture tokens. So we say go change to Sage. Oh, we have to unequip this. Okay. Yeah, assign job. Yeah, you don't have to equip it at first. You just remove the class job that you currently are. Retainer job change. Now it's Sage, and let's equip the weapon. Done. So now, all the way to level 90, we're gonna use this weapon. No other gear needed. We will gear them at level 90. I need to make sure level my own Sage on my main character so they can level, because currently I'm 74 and retainers are starting to catch up. So I really need to continue the MSQ so that I can level up my Sage. But it's gonna be quick since I have road to 80 as well. Alright. So yeah, and we're gonna also do the same experiment. Now I need how many more job changes? 1, 2, 3 more. So that's gonna be 120 more venture tokens, which means I'm gonna be at 860 venture tokens remaining. So I'll be doing the same experiment. 860 venture tokens, and I'm gonna spam quick venture with all of those, and then whatever we get, I'll hand it in and see how many venture tokens we get back from it. So same experiment as before. I'm pretty sure we're gonna start making huge profit in venture tokens from here on. Okay, 800 venture tokens later, all retainers are midway through level 77. I know I said 860, but as you can see I have 64 left. So I've done 800 ventures. So now I'm gonna hand everything in. And let's see, by spending 800, if we're gonna get more than that back. I'm gonna go hand everything into the Grand Company. And I have a lot of stuff to hand in. Okay, so I handed everything in, and this is how many ventures I have now after that. So we've made 1,860 venture tokens by spending 800. So we spent 800, we got 1,860. So we got 1,060 venture tokens in profit. Yeah, so you get the point. The higher level you are, the higher tier gear you get for the expert delivery. Thus you are getting more Grand Company seals and more venture tokens. So yeah, that's pretty much it. At this point, I'm just gonna keep doing this until level 90. Just rinse and repeat. You look at that, still no gear. I'm gonna keep going with like this until level 90. And for level 90, I highly recommend you check out my guides for Gatherer and Battle Retainers, which I'll put in the video description. So once you get your retainers to level 90, you just follow those guides that I'll put there. Obviously, the guides are for patch 6.05 as I'm making this video. When the retainer gear updates, I will also make an updated guide, of course. But right now we are at that point in the game. Okay, and lastly, I wanna teach you how it works when it comes to sending your retainers to bring back materials. It works a bit differently for Gatherer, Retainer, and Battle Retainer. For Gatherer Retainer, there is a requirement, minimum gathering requirement. So for example, for Ironwood Log, you need to have 2073 gathering in order to send your retainer to bring them back. the retainer stats must be 2073 gathering at least. And they can bring back 30 of them. Also, you also have to have gathered at least one copy of it. You see that check mark? Your own character have to have gathered one copy of each. For battle retainer, you don't have to do this. They can gather it straight away. So I will also show you how to look up the stat requirements for each material, because right now they can bring back 30 iron wood log, but if I could increase my perception, they could go up to 50. 50 is the cap for gatherer retainers. As of right now, I'm recording this video, is patch 6.05. It was 30 was the cap until like end of Shadowbringers. Then for Endwalker they increased it to 50 for gatherer retainers, and now the cap for battle retainers, 15 of each material is the cap per venture. And to find out the stats for this cap, let's go to Garland tools. Okay, so let's go to Garland data, Garland tools. I'll put a link in the video description. Alright, let's look up the ironwood log, just since we brought that as an example. Ironwood log. Click on ironwood log. Sources and uses. Click on that. On ironwood log, and then ventures. Click on ventures. You will see all the stat requirements there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. So right here, ironwood logs, then you click ventures. So 2073, that's the minimum gathering stats in order to be able to send your retainers to bring them back in the first place. And initially it's 15 of them. And then as you increase your perception, they can bring back more. So if you have 3768 perception on your retainer, they will be able to bring back 50. So the initial stat is gathering, but to increase the quantity, it's perception. It's based on your perception stats. So it's 3768. Okay, let's bring one example for battle retainers as well. For example, the Dynamis crystal. Let's click on ventures. Oh, it's already there. So you need item level. Instead of your gatherer stats for battle retainers, it depends on your item level. It's item level 528 to be able to bring back 5 of them in the first place. Otherwise you can't even send them to it if you don't have this item level. And then to increase the quantity up to 15, which is the cap, you need to get to item level 573. So yeah, you can use Garland tools for finding out the cap for each of the materials easily like this. It's a really useful tool. Shout outs to Garland tools creators. Really appreciative of this. Really useful tools. Let's take Wind Crystal as an example. Both Miner and Botanist. The perception is 1620 perception to bring back 120, which is the cap. The crystal cap as of patch 6.05 is 120. And you can achieve the stat with just a level 80 white script set for gatherers, by the way. Just putting it out there, if you wanna get crystals already at level 80, you can do that. Alright, that's pretty much it. That's what I would do when I make new characters, and that's how I go about making my retainers. Hope you find it helpful. If you did, please like, favorite, subscribe, and share the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.